So today is the 51st day of our practice of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And I have chosen the 7th shlok today of the 5th adhyay. And I'm going to chant it as usual. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriya sarva bhutatma bhutatma kurvannapi na lipyate. Bhagavan tells Arjun, the karma yogi who has fully conquered his mind and mastered his senses, whose heart is pure and who has identified his self with the self of all beings, remains untainted, even though performing action. All right. By now, after so many satsangs, we have all understood, I think, that all actions, whether they are good actions or bad actions, result in karma. And some karma is received in this very lifetime. Some karma will be received later in a future lifetime. What we are experiencing right now is also karma of a past life, or maybe of this life happened earlier. Now, to get this karma, which is inevitable, we have to be present on earth. You only receive karma when you are on earth. And therefore, if we are incurring karma, it goes without saying that we have to be born again and again till this karma is exhausted. That sounds terrible, but the Shastras give us guidelines that if we do actions following those guidelines, we will not incur karma for any action we do henceforth. So what are the conditions? In this shlok itself, there are 5 conditions. That is, you have to conquer your mind. You have to master your senses. Your heart needs to be pure. You have to identify yourself with the self in everyone else. And of course, you have to continue performing actions. So, today are the 5 action steps to not get tainted by karma. Let's go to the first one. Performing actions, because that is something we all keep doing. We have to do because we are in karma bhumi. So when you perform your actions, make sure you are performing your actions according to your swadharma, according to your ashram, according to your varna. We have already explained all these things in earlier satsangs. Wherever we are born perfectly in the correct place, correct location, correct time, correct environment. For what? For exhausting our karmas. So, what is the sadhana? Have faith. Have faith in the blueprint of the universe. The universe knows exactly where you needed to be born so that you could do the correct actions and continue your sadhanas also, continue your spiritual progress while exhausting your karmas. Don't shirk your responsibilities. Don't wish for something else. I wish I was there. I wish I was like that person. I wish I was like that person. Grass is always greener on the other side, and they also think the same. So be content where you are. Perform your actions according to your dharma. You will not incur karma. 2, fully conquer the mind, Bhagavan says. Understand that the mind is the seat of emotions. And see the word emotions? E stands for energy. Emotions means energy in motion. Emotions, feelings keep the mind continuously moving, never still, constantly vikshepa. Fully conquering the mind means what? Not allowing yourself to be disturbed by emotions. What is the sadhana that can help us do that? Change your chinta, your worry, into chintan, contemplation. Spend some quiet time with yourself. Spend some quiet time introspecting, in contemplating on the divine, and do manan in that quiet time of all the teachings that you have heard, studied, read, gone to YouTube videos. Do some manan. Don't go on collecting more and more data. I call it data, information. Conquer the mind, quiet time. 3, master the senses, Bhagwan says. Now, our senses, especially our 5 sense organs, they are our navigators in the world. They help us get information and they help us to reach destinations. Our 5 organs of perception and our 5 organs of action. They give us information about the world and they help us to interact with the world. So, Bhagwan says that if you want to not get karma while interacting with the world, you need to keep your 10 indriyas under your control. How? What is the sadhana? Sublimate the functions of the 10 indriyas. For example, eyes. We are so busy looking at vishais, right? So sublimate the function of the eye. Instead of using the eyes to see vishais, to go shopping, to go see videos, to do whatever, Amazon shopping, whatever you all do with your eyes, use your eyes to get darshan of Bhagwan. Similarly, ears, what all you all hear, I don't know. Instead of using the ears for hearing, gossip and I don't know what else, whatever. Instead of all that, hear kirtan, hear bhajan, hear pravachan, hear katha, like that. Instead of doing using your hands for mundane activities which are really not necessary, use it for puja. Instead of taking your legs shopping and taking your legs to the discotheque and to the nightclub, take it for yatra, take it to mandir. Sublimate the functions of the 10 sense organs. Then you will master them. Okay. The 4th condition is that your heart should be pure. Now, when the word heart comes in the Shastras, we're not talking about the organ heart, which pumps blood to the rest of the body. We're talking of the antakaran, the subtle body. Now, how do you purify gold? You purify gold by subjecting it to high temperature, right? In the same way, to purify our antakaran, we also need to subject it to high tapasya. And do you know what is the most difficult tapasya to do? 2 things. So, 1, your mind goes wherever it wants to go, and along with the mind, you also go there. So the first tapasya is to stop the mind from taking you wherever it wants to go and make the mind go where it is in your highest interest. And second tapasya is with your intellect. Choose Shreya over prayer. If you do these 2 things, your heart will become pure. Excuse me. And then the 5th one. Identify one's self with the self of all beings. because of our spiritual ignorance, we see ourselves as different from others. We see ourselves and others simply as name and form, Naam and Roop. We don't see ourselves as our real nature, which you have been chanting every day, is your Atma. All right. So the sadhana here is, whatever you are hearing in the pravachans, in the satsangs, firstly, attend the satsangs, and then, that is your shravan, your hearing, then do manan, then do swadhyay, study, think of what you are learning, and then start implementing it after giving it due thought. If all these things we do, of course, it will take a lifetime. And you can't stop. It's not like, some people ask me, when we do a course in Bhagavad Gita or course in sadhana, how many turns will it take? How many days will it go on? Now, what can I tell them? It will go on till you are alive. Because even after you're gone and passed from this life, maybe you'll need to come back and do the same thing again in the next life also. So this is never ending. Sadhana is never ending. You have to just keep doing it. Right? More next time. Tomorrow. No, not next time. Not tomorrow. More on Monday.